two-dimensional arrays are sometimes some of those things that it can just take your brain a little bit to wrap your head around. So I always like to bring up Excel as how I can get myself to think about it. I just, when I think of an array, I think of Excel spreadsheets. And so this is how I do it. So you're going to usually start with like starting the basic concept of just a variable, right? So if we're just going to say, you know, if I need, say I need 3 names, I'm going to call it name 1, name 2, name 3, right? So I'll put Jen, Tom, and Sue. So those are my names that I saved off into 3 variables, right? So I had to create 3 different variables and then put those names into it. Well, when we started doing an array, right, so we could do names, you know, you have little square brackets and you say, I need 3 of them. So then you have names sub 0, names, if I could type, names sub 1, and names sub 2. And then we could put the same stuff in it again, right? Tom and Sue. But I only had to create 1 variable. So now what happens if I also want, right? So this is first names. What if I also want last names? Then I'd have to do, you know, like lasts, right? Sub 3. And then I'd have, you know, Smith, Jones, and Johnson, right? Oh, I forgot so last sub 0, last sub 1, and last sub 2, right? So it's the same kind of information, right? And that's where we're going with parallel arrays. But if you wanted to actually have it all in one thing, then what you would want to do is create a multidimensional array. So to create a multidimensional array, what you're going to do is, right, this is going to look like the full name, right? And you're going to have 2 sets of brackets. So we need 3 by 3. So that's what's going to give you your full thing. And so you're going to have like the same 0, 1, and 2. And we're going to do 0 and 1. And so we really only need this to be 3 by 2. So we have 3 columns, but we're only going to end 2 things. And this is where I will admit, you never know which one comes first, and it depends upon how you code it. Because you could code it this way, or you could code it the other way. But we're going to code it this way because I've already started this way. So, right, so this is going to be Jen, Tom, and Sue, with last names Smith, Jones, and Johnson. So when I go to access them, right, it's going to be, so if I'm going to do full name 0.0 is going to give me Jen. And then if I give full name 1.0, it's going to give me Smith. And same, right? Full name 0.1 is going to give me Tom, and full name 1.1 is going to give me Jones. And then full name 0.2 is going to give me Sue, and full name 1 sub 2 is going to give me Johnson. So that's like, in essence, how I think of multidimensional arrays, right? Is that you, like a single dimensional array is going to be like, you know, this, or well, these are like individual ones, right? This is the single dimensional array. I think of it as a row of data. And a multidimensional array, I think of it as kind of like the whole sheet, right? Because you have both going left and going down. So that's how I understand multidimensional arrays. In the next video, I will go through how to code it up and what it looks like and printing out, because sometimes getting it confused about which one's the rows and which one's the columns, I always just find it better just to print out and let the system tell me. And it's however you load it is how you need to access it. So it's just as long as you're consistent, it doesn't really matter. It's just consistency is the thing. So I'll see you in the next video.